The teasers dropped, the fandom went silent. In an instant, the entire K-pop world was turned upside down. The golden Maknae's hidden tapes were finally unlocked. Welcome to StarScope K Report.
Join Eric and Minji as they ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates. From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment.
So today we're essentially opening the vault on Jungkook's true feelings during his solo era. And we've got a massive stack of sources for this deep dive.
Oh, we really do.
Yeah, we're talking documentary reviews, official Weverse notices, Billboard stats, and just the raw netizen reactions. So our mission today is to unpack the revelations from his I Am Still documentary, the Disney Plus expansion, the original, and how this whole 8-month solo journey secretly laid the groundwork for the 2026 BTS airing world tour that's happening right now.
Which is just wild to think about, because when you look at all these sources together, it's not just a pop star dropping a movie. It's this deeply emotional, highly curated roadmap. Like, it's about corporate strategy, sure, but at its core, it's really about immense pressure and absolute loyalty.
Well, and that pressure makes total sense when you look at the scale of what they were doing. I mean, BigHit didn't just upload a casual behind-the-scenes vlog, you know? They orchestrated a 94-minute global theatrical event.
Yeah, massive event.
Right, JUNG KOOK. I Am Still hit cinemas across 120 countries. And then Japan got this huge rollout on October 4th.
The Japanese release was huge.
It really was. And if that wasn't enough, it was immediately followed by a 3-episode Disney Plus series, the original.
The scale is just, it's completely cinematic. But honestly, the visuals they used to promote it is what really caught my eye.
Oh, you mean the official BIGHA promotional posters for the CGV Photo Zone event?
Yeah, exactly. The art direction is top tier, but it hints at this this huge psychological burden right from the jump. Like, poster 1 has Jungkook in this stark, isolating spotlight with just a compass symbol.
Yeah, it's a very moody vibe.
Right, very stark. And then poster 2 shows him standing tall against this collage of, like, the unglamorous sweat at the practice room right next to these flawless stage moments.
It sets up this crazy duality. Because you see the stadium shows and you assume it's all effortless for him, but then you watch the 72-second trailer and he makes this stunning confession.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He actually admits to being nervous about stepping out, and I quote, "without the power of BTS."
Hearing him say that out loud completely shifts the entire solo era for me.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember the pressure on the Maknae.
Right, the youngest member.
Exactly. Usually the Maknae is protected by the older members. But Jungkook is a global bias for millions of fans. During the group's hiatus, the pressure of carrying the entire Hallyu wave basically fell squarely on his shoulders.
That is a terrifying amount of weight.
It really is. The fear of stepping into that spotlight without his 6 brothers is a terrifying reality, and he chose to put that vulnerability front and center.
I do want to push back on that a little bit, though.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Because on that first spotlight poster, there's a quote that says, "I follow my own compass." So my question for you is, does that compass analogy mean he was purposely charting a course completely away from the group's sound, like to prove his individual worth rather than just experimenting?
I mean, I don't think he was running away. It's more like a satellite launch, right? You leave orbit to see if your own gravity holds up in the wider universe. He needed to test his own gravitational pull.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, a compass doesn't mean you're abandoning home. It just means you're learning to navigate the wilderness on your own.
And looking at the numbers, he didn't just survive the wilderness, he completely conquered it. And honestly, that's not even the wildest part of this solo era.
Oh.
Yeah, wait till you hear what Knet's uncovered at a specific theater in Korea and what it's doing to the eBay market.
Oh, the photocard hustle, I love it.
Yes, breaking Billboard and breaking the bank. Let's get into the golden era because the historical milestones are just staggering.
The charts were insane. He secured an all-kill basically overnight.
Exactly. He became the first Asian solo artist to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, the Global 200, and the Global 200 XLE US, all immediately.
Which is so rare.
Yeah.
And hitting the Expecial U.S. chart proves it wasn't just, American radio play propping him up. The whole planet was streaming him.
100%. I mean, Golden stayed on the Billboard 200 for 24 consecutive weeks. He sold 2 million copies on day 1 alone.
2 million. Just incredible.
Yeah, and he remains the only K-pop soloist with 3 top 10 Hot 100 hits. We're talking 7 3D and Standing Next to You.
Pure anthems.
But beyond the digital charts, the physical fandom economy is where things get really intense.
Yeah.
KNET's found that the week's 1+3 photocard lot exclusive US theater release is selling on eBay for up to $14 each.
Wow.
Yeah, for a tiny piece of cardboard.
Well, but it's never just cardboard in a fandom. During a hiatus, fans are desperate for that physical connection. A photocard from a specific theatrical week is like a badge of honor.
That makes sense. It proves you showed up during the quiet years.
Exactly. And BigHit leaned heavily into that physical experience. They released a party edition of the film, right?
Yeah.
With 20 minutes of sing-along videos.
Oh, right, making it feel like a concert.
Yeah. And if you went to the CGV Yongsan iPark Mall on the 7th floor, anytime between September 4th and October 1st, 2024, it wasn't just a movie theater lobby.
What was it like?
It was a full, immersive photo zone event, like huge trailers looping, massive posters, a selfie zone, and these walls just covered in Jungkook's heartfelt words to the fans.
Wow, so it was basically a pop-up sanctuary. And by the way, if you love staying updated on your favorites, make sure you're subscribed to StarScope K Report, because we've got even bigger scoops ahead.
Yes, hit subscribe.
But I do have to question the strategy here with the theaters.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, is releasing a party edition just weeks after the original run a brilliant community-building strategy for the fandom, or is it just a calculated move by BigHit to double their box office numbers before the hiatus ends?
Look, let's be real. BG8 is a business. Of course it's calculated. But you can't fake the emotion of sitting in a dark theater singing Seven with 300 strangers.
That's true.
It's profitable, yeah, but for the fans, it's a genuinely cathartic experience.
Cathartic is the perfect word for it. And later in this deep dive, we'll talk about the shocking plot twist in the movie's credits that had the entire fandom in tears, and how it connects directly to 2026.
Oh man, I still get emotional just thinking about those credits.
So set the scene for us. What exactly happened when the movie ended?
So, you've just watched 94 minutes of him pushing himself to the limit, all on his own. The screen goes dark, the credits roll, and fans immediately notice something under the featured appearances section.
Okay, what was it?
He included special mentions for RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and V.
His bandmates?
Yes, but it wasn't just their names. The specific detail that had everyone crying was that they were listed in exact Fanchant order.
Wait, really? Not alphabetical?
Nope, exact Fanchant order. And the Fanchant is the heartbeat of K-pop. It represents pure unity.
That is such a deliberate choice.
It really is. Domestic K-Nets and International Army were everywhere online. People were saying, Golden Maknae paying respect to his older brothers who raised him, and he loves them so much.
Oh, wow, that's heavy.
The biggest phrase going around was, Seven forever. It was just this ultimate love letter to the group.
Which perfectly bridges us to where we are right now in August 2026, because that loyalty in 2024 connects directly to this massive comeback we're seeing.
It really does. The hiatus is officially over.
Yeah, according to the recent Weverse notices, the BTS World Tour Arirang is happening right now. We're looking at massive stadium stops in Foxborough and East Rutherford.
Back-to-back stadium shows. It's incredible.
And it's not just the shows. They announced the New York Army Madang event right at Grand Central Terminal.
Taking over Grand Central, that is so powerful. A Madang is a traditional Korean gathering space, and dropping that into a major U.S. transit hub proves K-pop is just mainstream global infrastructure now.
Exactly. So I have this analogy I've been kicking around.
Let's hear it.
What if Jungkook's entire solo documentary wasn't just a coming-of-age story? What if it was actually a meticulously planned prologue to this Arirang comeback?
Oh, I like that.
Like, what if it was a way to reassure fans that no matter how big they get individually, the ultimate destination of his compass was always the group?
That completely recontextualizes the movie title, I Am Still. It's like the unspoken end of the sentence is, I am still BTS.
Exactly.
He conquered the world alone, grabbed all this newfound gravity, and brought it directly back to the group for 2026.
It makes this tour feel like an Avengers-level assembly of solo powerhouses, and it really leaves you with something to ponder as the tour continues.
Oh, absolutely.
Now that Jungkook has conquered the world entirely on his own, finding his own compass, how will that newfound supreme solo confidence shift the group dynamics and stage presence on the current Arirang tour compared to their pre-hiatus days?
Watching how their energy has evolved is going to be so thrilling.
You've been listening to StarScope K Report, where Eric and Minji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu wave. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.